Wow. Talk about traction.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Open the door.
I can't even smell anything.
You're gonna die.
Give me 1 second, because I still have tears in my eyes.
He's dying inside.
You have a grumpy face, by default.
Man, I don't even live here.
Did I remember my keys, or am I just stupid?
Oh, I don't like how this is going.
I think it's for dummies.
You guys are silly.
Welcome to another episode of the Absurdity Podcast. I am Cameron, and with me is Jakub and DK. There it is.
Let's go.
Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Absurdity69. Follow us on YouTube and hit that subscribe button at Absurd Entertainment. And download any episode you want to listen to on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. Just search for Absurdity Podcasts. Leave us a review on that Apple Podcast because we love it.
That was good.
Good morning, fellas.
That
Morning.
Good morning, sir.
I actually can say good morning. It's 11:59.
It's 11. I was going to say it's 11.
Yeah, we got 1
You're
minute.
cutting it close, mister.
1 minute.
Yes. But you guys want to know something cray-cray?
Tell me something cray-cray.
So the Three Musketeers bars got their name because they used to come in 3 flavors.
What?
What else do you got besides chocolate? Because that's all it tastes like.
Well, the Three Musketeer bars of the 1930s came in 3 packs with a different nougat flavor in each: vanilla, chocolate, or strawberry. The World War II rations made the triple threat expensive, so the company cut down to 1.
One flavor.
Yeah, 1 flavor. One.
They can't.
Did you say World War One?
World War. Where'd it go? World
What
War
year?
II.
World War II.
It said 1930s. Oh, the 1930s was original with the 3 flavors. And then
so-
the rations in World War II, which is in the 1940s, made them cut down to 1.
Sorry about that.
Can
Right?
they still use nougat in products?
I mean, they still make Three Musketeers.
Do they still
Yeah,
use it in
and they still, nougat's in
Snickers bar.
Snickers, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I mean, Three
yeah.
Musketeers is essentially a Snickers without
Didn't-
peanuts or
I
caramel.
thought
Pretty
that,
much, yeah.
And then
I thought that
Milky
stuff
Way.
expired.
Yeah, Milky Way is pretty much a
Snickers
Snickers without peanuts.
Yeah, that's it. And then you got
Yeah.
And then you got the Hershey's, which is
I
just
think they
chocolate
need
bar.
to change the name if it's not going to be 3. It's only 1.
The lone musketeer.
The Lone Musketeer.
I wouldn't mind having a lone musketeer bar. Like a,
Or the
That
Lone
that
Ranger
sounds
bar.
kind of cool. You
They
sound
should
like
make
a,
that.
sound like a
Lone
lone
Ranger
cowboy.
bar.
we
Lone
should
Ranger
make we
bar.
should make
The lone-
absurd.
the lone-
We should make absurd chocolate.
It's just the hot sauce.
It's hot sauce and
sauce.
medicated. It's going to be.
It's just
This is absurd.
it's just
And
like
then 45 minutes later, you're like, "This is absurd." 'cause
yeah, and that's why we call it that. Yeah.
I'm down for this. I'm
great.
Has anyone
spicy,
ever made a
spicy TH.
spicy,
Yeah,
like,
spicy chocolate.
chocolate bar?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can buy
Oh,
you can
yeah.
buy like gourmet chocolate bars with like chili peppers in it. Like you can buy gourmet chocolate bars
So we
with
can
everything.
be,
in
So
it.
you're saying we can be gourmet?
We could.
No, like, we can make spicy
We
chocolate.
are gourmet. Not chocolate wise, but show wise. We're gourmet.
We're.
Or gourmet show.
I was
I don't
thinking
know
more
what that
Chef Boyardee, but I'm down for gourmet.
Bon appetit. Baby.
We're more great value at
Oh
this
no.
point.
I mean,
Bon
Chef
appetit.
Boyardee's pretty low brow. Hey, no, Chef Boyardee's a step above
Hey,
great
you be
value. We're not
nice-
great
you
value.
be nice to Mr. Boyardee. He worked hard.
Boyardee,
Boyardee. Boyardee.
Boyardee.
Dr.
Yeah.
Boyardee.
It's Dr. Boyardee.
Oh man, guys.
I don't even know where to start.
Ah,
Like,
well,
this
how about
is-
we start with?
How about we start with, how this week's gone so
Yeah, how's the week going for you, big guy?
For me? Oh, well, it was a week. Like, I don't even know. Nothing crazy happened. I just went to work. Someone's mowing. How annoying is
I
that?
was going to say, someone's mowing.
Someone's mowing, which I will have to do tomorrow, as long as it doesn't rain, because I gotta get my yard mowed. But we've had like a freaking tsunami for the last
Yeah.
6 days,
It's
so
been inconvenient.
I liked it.
I mean, I like
no,
it,
I do too. I love it,
but I weed eated yesterday for like 4 hours because I can't mow the hill.
Yeah.
So I have to weed eat. So
Right,
yeah, I
right.
was out there.
Oh,
I
God.
went through like 3 episodes of last podcast on the left. It was great. I'm down.
I would have been
Nice.
pissed if the rain would have washed away my potatoes. I would have been so mad.
oh, speaking of potatoes, why don't you fill the listeners in on that?
Oh yeah, I had 2 bags of potatoes sitting in my house that I forgot about for like 2 months. So they're growing in my kitchen underneath like a box of electronics. I moved the box out of the way. I'm like, oh, so I just plant them in the ground because
So the potatoes didn't fuse with the electronics and make some weird like potato
I am Groot
mechanical
looking Transformer.
hybrid. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of growing random
Biomech.
things, so I guess at some point someone had thrown a strawberry drink from like Sonic, like in my yard.
The strawberries grow.
There's strawberries growing in my yard.
You got strawberry patch?
Yeah,
That's excellent.
Like it was just right there by the drink.
It's kind of weird.
That's
Like they're just
weird,
like they're only like this big right now.
Yeah,
but
they're little
they're
baby
like
ones?
yeah,
I didn't think that. I mean, it makes sense.
yeah.
but at the
There's
same
seeds in there,
seeds
but
in
yeah.
there.
Like I'll show you guys when we're done. Like it's weird.
Nice. I would dig them up and put them in a little pot and then
Yeah.
set them on the porch.
Like,
and then you got
I-
like
Like I noticed them the other day when I was
teach the kids how to take care of them.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I noticed them the other day. I was just like, I was talking to my mother-in-law when she dropped the kids off, and I was like, "Are those freaking strawberries?" They're just like little red berries, just like scattered through the yard.
That's really cool.
I was
That's always
like, okay.
Anytime you find edible growth
Yeah.
around your house is always neat. in my
But it's weird
opinion.
that someone can like throw a drink away from a restaurant and then
It was like a Sonic
and-
drink.
Yeah, like
man.
like a strawberry sweet tea.
The circle of life.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It is weird that like agriculture could like if we disappear for a month, agriculture would start taking over.
Oh yeah, it's
Like,
crazy.
that's crazy. They're like we could leave for.
Oh,
a
the
year to come
vegetation,
back.
yeah,
Yeah.
would
That's
grow
what-
stuff
they'll
They'll
out,
just
yeah.
like destroy everything.
It would. Well, yeah, you would just see like animals inside your house and everything. Like they move in quickly if people aren't around. Once there's no noise.
So this week, I started my son his own TikTok page.
Oh, nice.
Because-
Is he getting that internet fame early?
He's at
make
8
money.
followers.
Oh.
He literally started yesterday.
Yeah.
So it's not bad.
He's
just wanna say that I
he's too
haven't-
far away from double digits, and I can honestly
Yeah.
say that's more TikTok followers than I have.
I would say I have 9, so he better step his game up.
I have 5,935. So
I have 2 videos.
I don't have a TikTok, so I don't even know how to apply myself on this scale. Like
they're fun. I did like one of my best transition videos ever.
It was really good.
transition videos. You
Yeah.
got something to talk about, Cameron?
No, not that kind of transition.
Oh, okay.
Just like it was pretty
It was
cool.
it was an amazingly clean cut.
Yeah, like it looked like it honestly looked like I never hit cut.
I
So
watched-
you
I
outgrew
watched
the
it, I
Tim and
couldn't
Eric
see
budget.
it.
Yeah, like it looks pretty good. I did another one too that's not as great, but it's pretty good.
If you can get really good at that, then you can make some really creative shit.
Oh well, yeah, I know. Like
That'd be interesting.
I did one where like I'm like holding a hoodie and then I like hit it on the table and then and then it cuts to just like I'm in the hoodie and I bounce off the table and I did it like a bunch of different times and then the last one I'm just like wearing a button-up shirt and I just like pop the collar and walk away. But it wasn't as near as smooth as the one I did before. It was fun though. But yeah, my son, he's just like a natural at it. Like
He's killer, man.
because he has literally zero like self consciousness. Like he doesn't care what anyone thinks.
Just doing his thing.
He's not nervous to do it. Like he just does it.
Laying
He
it
doesn't
out
have a
there.
reason to be nervous.
I had him make one this morning, and he was like, they went to church with my my mother-in-law.
Yeah.
And so he was holding his little Bible, and he was like, "Hey guys, I'm going to church. I hope to see you there because y'all need Jesus." And he clapped and walked away.
So normally, if I heard someone say that about their kid, I would be like, "Well, they're just trying to get clout. Like, there's no way." Knowing him, I'm just like, he 100% did that.
Like, it was pretty good.
I've never seen a kid like with that much charisma at that small. I'm just like, what are you like? I
Oh my God.
I swear it's like the first comedian died, and then he was just transferred
Like
into him.
we were at a family birthday last night, and they were praying for the food or whatever, and she stopped talking for a second, and all you can hear my son in the background goes, "All right, who wants to get shooted?" No, it's like, oh my God, that's my son. You know, I can't.
I made him.
I just gotta let him be him. Like I'm not gonna stifle it.
He needs
because
a reality show.
he does.
He needs a camera crew.
I have. Me and my wife talked about it, and I asked him if he wanted to be on an Off the Rails episode, which obviously we'd have to watch our language for Off the
But
Rails.
with him
I
in
watch
here,
nothing.
with him in here, it'd be a lot easier.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't even
for
watch
sure.
my language in the regular episode. You have to edit this.
And we had a discussion about that already. And we're not. He said he's not too worried about it anymore.
I'm not worried about. The only one I'm worried about is the F word. Just the
fudge.
And like
Yeah, the fudgesicles.
and like the R word you want to avoid.
Oh yeah.
At all
You
costs.
don't want. Yeah, that's
I don't say
PC
too
culture
often,
these
but
days.
sometimes I want to talk to.
No, sometimes
talk about
I say it,
somebody.
yeah.
Like sometimes I see someone driving down the road. I'm like, that's kind of the only word that they deserve.
That's like the hardest word that the hardest.
I say that word the
word for
most
me to break.
aggressive.
Yeah.
Like if I really hate
Put that
something,
hard
I'm
R.
just like, listen.
Well, I mean, like, there was a phase in my life where I was under the impression that I was cool enough to say the N-word, but I was also an early 20s white kid from grew up in the country.
I think the only time I've ever like said it, I've never said it like in a conversation, but it's always when like I have like there's a rap song on. Like
I don't even say it in rap songs now. You got to change it up. You don't gotta change it up. I just don't.
You know how hard it is to like
change everything
when you're in that flow. Like you
You're
just like
really
stop.
feeling it.
Like I can literally rap the entire Dead and Gone song with T.I. and he says that word quite often in that song. It's probably like 8 or 9 times.
Oh, yeah.
You can't interrupt the flow.
No, I've done Kendrick Lamar at karaoke nights and have managed to change it up. And that's tough. That's a talent, especially when you've got about 4 or 5 drinks in you.
Oh my god! Yeah.
But I've managed to do it and not get myself hurt.
I say it to most of my black friends as insults because we say it to
As
each other.
insults.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
No, nothing like no hard R, but we say it like insultingly. Like when they say it to me, I say it back to them, and that's just our way of talking to each other.
Okay.
He can't say it's
I
wrong
kind of
because
feel
they told
okay.
me
So
to
we
do it.
have our screen set up this way, and I kind of like want to look as if I'm talking to camera.
like Full House.
no, like like the Brady Bunch. Like,
Brady Bunch.
Hi.
Because I'm above you in the...
yeah, you're. This
So
way.
I need-
I
do
have
I-
to look like this every.
So do I need to look
Good
down?
night, Martha.
Like, so is
Yeah.
it this way right here?
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
so
so
I'm
we'd be
trying to
talking to
tell
you.
like this.
That's so stupid.
Jake's over here like this.
Yeah, and he'd have
be
to
like,
look
hey, you
up
know.
that way. Yeah, like that. Just look at the light, and
So we've got it figured out.
oh god, I
right?
just blinded myself.
Good.
again.
Moth.
Glad we got... Ah, shut up. Jake.
No, that's that'd be too much. I couldn't even keep
Yeah,
up
I
with
couldn't
that.
keep that one up. That would, my neck would be... I would imagine your traps afterwards.
Oh
You'd just
god,
be like,
yeah. That'd be nice. So, are you
huffing
doing
He's huffing salts, boys.
Are you doing a? What a weird way to interrupt the show.
I never said you guys had to stop.
He didn't say we had to stop, but man.
Yeah, but I mean, like we gotta. You can't just like do that and be done with it. And save those. I need those for my
Top
my
of morning
trip.
to you.
I need those for my trip.
It's weird that if you go through your right nostril, it only hurts your right eye and not your left eye.
Oh, I always just did both nostrils.
What is that giant... Is that a vape on the table?
This?
The microphone?
It's no. It's
the
the stand for this microphone.
Wait, that's also the stand for this microphone. I could just screw it onto the bottom.
Yeah, you could.
Well, I mean, if
It's
we
too
take a
late for
break, I'll
that.
do
We
it
can't
then.
go back now.
Yeah, no.
I'm not going to do that while I'm talking to you. So, anyways,
We can.
we just do the Glock
can-
3000 over here.
We can.
Yeah, that
we can
was-
mute you for that.
That was
Here,
suggestive.
you guys talk about something.
Yeah, just mute your mic. There you go.
Oh, man. Yeah, I really don't have much about this week either.
Yeah, this week
it was just a week.
Yeah, it's nothing
Give me a
crazy.
second and I'll talk about mine.
Well, I mean, like I had. So what was yesterday? Yesterday was Saturday.
No.
I weed heated for several hours yesterday.
Yeah.
Listened to last podcast, which get my overdose of serial killer knowledge.
No, yeah, you always need that.
Friday, since we didn't record Friday, I got to go to the climbing gym. That was pretty nice. Got to spend several hours climbing.
So you go to
afterward.
the one in Tulsa, right?
Yeah, I go there.
Okay, how is it? Is it really nice?
I love it.
What's how occupied does it get?
It depends on when you go.
Is there a certain time I want to avoid? I'll be probably 5 to 6 p.m.
I mean, even
Up to
when it's
8.
busy, it's not terrible because everyone's there. It's really nice. Everyone's super chill.
Oh, I'm just worried about waiting for
Oh no, like in the Boulder area, usually. Sorry, I had a burp. all them breakfast foods. But usually it'll be like you'll climb with some. You'll find someone there, even if I'm by myself. Go by myself. I'll find someone when I get there, and we'll bullshit and climb on the same stuff together, just so we have someone to relay information. Be like, oh, you should have done this. Maybe this will help you type stuff. So usually it's not bad, and even when it's really, really busy, it's I know a lot of the people who are there even when it's really busy, so it's just like social time. So it's never really.
It feels comfortable because you work out and
Yeah.
just take a break and you're like, hey man,
Yeah.
how have you been?
Yeah.
What's going on?
And then we're like, oh, so what are you working on this week? Oh, do you want to work on it together? Do you want to hey, maybe I can help you out type stuff. So, but when it's busy, I'd say it's probably 6 to 7:30 ish.
And how? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But usually that's only going to be like Tuesdays and nights and Thursday nights are the busiest nights because Tuesdays in the bouldering area, which is what I do, because Tuesdays is when they set new routes.
Okay.
And then they have like a club, like the girls club, or the women's club climbs on Thursday evenings.
They single?
Safe space. It's not for dating.
No,
it's not for dating. It's for climbing.
I would
But
say
a lot of them are. But a lot of them are. A lot of climber babes are babes. And usually that means that they have significant others.
I also say we're baby mamas. Yeah. I know a lot of really fit women that are baby mamas.
That's fine.
It's just
But I'm
'cause,
also
like,
32.
It's because they look too good to.
Yeah, you almost can't get away from that. At that
at
age,
this
like
age.
it's just.
But also, I don't date, so it's fine either. Either way, I don't worry about it.
So yeah, because how is it like a large place? Like how crazy is the stuff there?
I'm gonna say it could be better because it could be better.
mean,
There
it
could be
can always be
more.
better,
Yeah, it could always be better. But for what it is, it's
It's LA.
it's a $3 million complex.
That's phenomenal.
There's 1,800 square foot of rope space, and then 1,200 square foot of bouldering. There's more rope climbing there for sure. The gym
and rope climb to see my
the gym is set up to give it's more of a rope climber's gym and more of we have a yoga area, we have a workout area, we have a bouldering area, there's a little kids area.
By bouldering, you mean like rock wall, right?
Well, no ropes. It's like bouldering is when you boulder, you climb without ropes, and it's usually only I think the walls in the bouldering area are 16 feet high, so you just go up, you'll grab the last hold or you'll grab the top of the wall and that's it, and then
It's
you
only
climb back
16
down.
feet?
It's pretty sketchy, especially when you're 16 feet up and you're completely sideways, parallel with the ground.
Okay.
Stuff like that makes it super sketchy.
I want that. I
it's so
I want
fun.
the adrenaline to be like, oh, this is scary.
No, there's.
I don't like heights, so I'd be screwed.
I don't either. I hate heights. That's why I
love
want to do
it.
it so
I
bad.
love it.
I love climbing because when I
Actually, I don't mind. Yeah, I like climbing too.
climbing's a really good cardio and body workout if you do it right.
Yep.
Because you can definitely isolate your body for just doing you can do just forearms if you want to, or you can really do that full body workout of
I like how he did this and
holding
looked
your
directly
core.
at me.
Well, it's.
Well, because you were talking about wanting to do it, I'm like, yeah, there's so many good ways to isolate it.
Yeah, right there. Is where
No,
need to
when
put
you
it.
wanna-
That's where I need to work.
When you do your core, if you get in the cave when it's overhang stuff, anything past 45 degrees, it's that stuff
an
is
upside
all
down
core,
plank.
and it's just it's essentially what it is, and it's fun.
your
That's
back
not what I
good.
focus on the most. It's not because it's not my style. I'm so tall. It's kind of hard to be tall and climb stuff like
Ooh, so
that.
we're good. We're good to go.
But
I'm not.
no, it's awesome. I love it. Like I said, I'm excited to go. I've been thinking about it all morning.
Yeah, I've been wanting to go, but then I've been trying to focus on way too many things. Right now I'm trying to focus so much on my health and my fitness right now. I'm sitting at a 188 at the end of the day now. Now, don't even need that.
Yeah,
over
just
here.
move that out of the way. You don't even need it
Yeah,
anymore.
I'm sitting at 188 normally now, and I'm really trying to get down to 175. And then if I still have more to lose, a kind of high BMI, I'm going to try to even drop it down, maybe 160. I don't know what my natural body weight is. I think it's 165 for my size.
That's probably what it.
I have no idea what mine is.
How tall are you?
How tall am I?
You're 5'9",
5'10".
right? 5'10".
180, 175.
So I'm 100 pounds overweight. Cool.
I'm still. Well, I'm still no, I think 190 is the upper of 6'2". But that's the thing is, it's 190 at 6'2" is
Pencil thin.
yeah, my scale is 180 to 190 or 175 to 190.
You have to have no muscle mass.
Yeah.
I think if I just hit
got heavy
200,
bones.
I'd be fine.
Dude, you'd be fine. You'd probably look especially because you're not built to be
Thin. You're
Yeah,
not.
thin,
You're not.
yeah,
You're not.
right.
you're a wide boy. You're a wide boy.
Yeah, no.
I got broad shoulders.
Our male genes are naturally wide and bulky.
So
If he lost all the fat, he would be like beefy as shit.
he'd be wide. Be dipping through doors
Yeah.
sideways.
I mean, I can tell
I
just
could
by
still walk through doors normal right now.
No, I'm saying because once you get because you'd be
you have to
all
walk
yoked
sideways
up.
through stores.
You'd be all yoked up. So you got to dip
Well,
through
I
doors
wouldn't.
sideways.
I don't want to get like ripped.
No,
Like I
you're
just
gonna
want
get
to
ripped.
lose the weight.
Shredded.
I
don't
want to
wanna
be
get
I want to
shredded.
be shredded.
He doesn't want to be ripped. He wants to be shredded.
I don't. I just
want
want
it
to
to look
lose
like
the
it's-
weight and like be like toned. That's it.
Toned.
I just want to be toned. Like
I want a different muscle to flex every time I move my torso.
he wants
Like,
to
I
not
want
be
you
able to
to
wipe
see
his
my
own ass.
abs and then my obliques. Would you just,
I can't wipe my own ass.
I'm not talking about arms. Like I want my arms to say basically like this. But I
But
want
your
them
arms
to be
is this.
It's your lats.
lats.
Yeah.
I don't want my lats to be huge. I just
I hope
want
I don't
them-
have like pit stains.
I'm always sweating.
I know I am too. I'm like naturally like a hot natured person.
Anything above 60 degrees, I'm just like, it's hot outside.
Yeah.
But no, like I don't.
That's probably has to do a lot with my fat too.
Yeah.
I definitely just.
But it
want
feels
to-
good right now.
Cold.
No, it feels
I
great
woke
right
up this
now.
morning
It feels-
and I
it's
was
a-
like, man, it's cold.
It's a comfy day, yeah.
I know. I almost grabbed a hoodie to bring out here, but
Yesterday when
then I was like
weed
moving all
eating,
this stuff, and I was like, I'm gonna sweat to death if I put a hoodie
Yeah,
on.
I threw a flannel on when I was weed eating in the morning yesterday. I was like,
Oh yeah, it was
"Ooh."
chilly yesterday morning.
It felt great.
Since you're sitting up, like move your camera to the left again.
Am I just leaning out of my camera?
Yeah, you're like, there you go. They're perfect.
The perfect camera angles.
I had it set up there because of the arm, but as you can see, the arm.
Yeah, the arm's not working.
The arm's not exactly doing anything for me.
I know, like when you lean forward, you were literally like in the edge of your camera.
It's like just gonna be like, hey guys, you want to see this trash bag back here?
It's clothes, by the way. Like, let's not.
It is clothes. It's
let's
not
not-
trash. Well, it's probably trash. But
It's not. No, it's not
They're
trash.
gonna be
It's just-
donated.
It's clothes. No, it's just clothes that my kids can't fit in yet.
Yeah, donated.
Yet
No,
or anymore.
Yet.
Okay.
So like, my wife's best friend sends all like a bunch of hand-me-downs from her kids, like her boys, for Bryson. Well, he can't fit into a lot of them yet, so we put him out here until he can fit into them.
Yeah, because we need to get him to start working out.
I know,
Get him
yeah.
beefy.
Dude, he's always with our little gym that we have in our bedroom. He's always in there like
Is it-
doing sit-ups and like he's
Flexing.
like he's wanting to get ripped.
Is it unhealthy for kids to work out?
No,
don't,
I mean, not at all.
I don't
It's
think
not
it should
unhealthy
be.
for him to work out, but I think getting your kid on like an actual workout regimen.
No, you
that,
just gotta let them do it on their
let them
own.
do what they want to do.
Yeah,
but
you
don't
can't
be
push
like,
'em.
yeah.
Like if they love it, just let them love it.
Do you-
Don't
have
don't
you-
be like, oh, well,
Do you
we're
guys
doing
remember
this."
like Baby Hercules, like Kid
Yes.
Hercules?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then
that
like
kid
where
was-
he went, like because they like forced him into that. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
the
Is he
videos
still
were like
alive?
what?
Is he still alive?
He's still alive, but he is not that anymore.
no, he's not.
But yeah, I mean that's like you can't
Last-
do that to a kid.
Okay, the last
you
photo I
can't
saw
push
of me
him.
wasn't looking good, but I thought he died. But
Did he die? Maybe he did die. Let's look. Fact check.
I
Fact checker.
fact check.
Fact checker.
But I will say, I want to get as lean as possible, just because I'm.
That's how I am. It's just like I gotta find the motivation. That's my problem right now.
Well, see, what I did is because I'm so lazy when it comes to playing video games. I just
You just
now,
admitted to being lazy, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait,
I
let's
did.
not get into this. Jesus Christ,
Off
we
the
had
rail.
we had literally an unairable episode we recorded last week. We cannot put it out because it got way too heated, way too insulting.
I will say I am. There's many things that I'm very lazy on, and when it comes to coming home, like after work, like after like a delivery truck, and then me being tired from like just because I hate driving like any distance. I love driving, but I just get so tired if I'm like in a car for anywhere.
Dude,
longer than
driving
10
is
minutes.
mentally exhausting.
It is
Like everyone, like anyone I talk to, like, man, you have such an easy job. You drive all day. I'm like, dude, I'm exhausted by the time I get home. My mind is just like, I'm done. I don't
Driving
wanna-
something large is exhausting. I will admit. Like, but I'm a big fan of driving.
I
Like,
love driving too.
I like driving if I
but
have
it's still
music
mentally
nonstop.
exhausting.
Yeah,
I
just-
can't have silence in the
you
car.
can't just
I
like
do often for hours at a time in the car.
I can't if I'm stoned.
No, not even stoned. Just
Like
like when
I just go off on a tangent in my own head.
usually if I come back from Oklahoma, like when I go to Oklahoma City, I will have music blaring the whole way. But usually when I'm coming home, it's like after a long weekend. I just want to relax. I won't listen to a thing the whole way home.
That feels like an existential crisis for me. If like I'm driving anywhere and I have the like everything off, I feel like I'm having like an AA meeting.
I always have headphones in listening to a podcast.
Yeah, I always just like put one of my Raycons in and I just sit there and chill.
Oh, you only put one in? I put both.
I put one in just because I have a weird anxiety if I feel like if I put both in, something's gonna happen.
No.
Like something's gonna happen where I can't hear something and someone's gonna like T-bone me or something. So
Yeah,
I don't want to do
I
it.
don't think hearing anything is that gonna
But
prevent a T-bone.
I don't hear like a car horn of someone coming in and they can't stop.
I just plug
I
my
have
phone
weird
in and
anxiety.
turn it like
Well, I
literally
can't.
all the way.
I
up.
can't do that in my work van.
Ah.
So I have to use headphones.
My speakers, yeah, my speakers.
Now my
do it.
truck has Bluetooth, so I can just connect that and go. But
Not in the work van.
Not in the work van.
Does it even have a stereo?
Yeah.
Get you one of those old radio transmitter.
Well, I think
Bluetooth radio
there's a
transmitters.
USB, or not a USB, but like a car charger thing that like does Bluetooth.
Uh-huh.
Like it can connect to like a radio station, and then it Bluetooths like to your phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking about buying one of those. It's just, it's like $14 for it. Like it's really not that bad. I just haven't done it yet. I'm like, the headphones are working fine right now. Like,
Yeah. I'm gonna go.
Well, and you know what's crazy is I went to an air, what are they called?
B&B.
No, an air machine to pump like where you, to collect from it. And when I got out, there was like a AirPod like container, and I was like, oh, someone lost it. I opened it, there was AirPods in them.
Oh, poor guy.
They literally have not been used. Like they looked brand new. And I was like, yep, that's going in my van.
Ooh.
Those are mine now.
You heard now, folks. Cameron's a thief.
It's not, no, I'm not a thief. I found it. Finders keepers, losers sweepers.
Is that the rule?
Yeah, it is. In a public area? It was a gas station.
I don't know,
Like,
sounds like communist propaganda to me, but okay.
it's not like I went to his car, grabbed it out of his car, and walked back to the van. And
We don't
took
know.
it.
Hail, comrade.
Like it was available, and I grabbed it. Not my problem. I win. So now I have 2 sets of AirPods.
Hook me up.
They're not like AirPods; they're just like the off-brand thing. But
Oh, okay. Well, then, because like I had a thing like Ear Monster. It looks like AirPods, but it's just black.
yeah, mine are white. But like I have 2 sets. One stays charged for like 4 hours. The other one stays charged for 2.
Are they Apple brand or
No,
Okay.
no,
They're
no,
knockoff
just,
brand.
yeah, they're just knockoff.
So I really,
They're
for a minute
just
there, I felt
Bluetooth
bad.
earbuds.
For a
No,
minute
no,
there, I
no.
kind of felt
No, they're
bad because
knockoff.
he
They're
walked
probably like
off with
15
someone's
bucks.
like,
I was yeah, 15, 25
Yeah.
bucks at like AutoZone.
Yeah,
get in the zone.
By the way, I didn't know you could get Bluetooth headphones at AutoZone.
You can get Bluetooth headphones I bought a pair of Bluetooth headphones at Lowe's the other day.
That's so
I mean,
weird.
these are Bluetooth headphones.
and you can get those at Dollar General.
Yeah,
Those are
$10 bucks.
I could probably go up to the gas station and get some Bluetooth
I will say
headphones.
those break very easily if you're not careful.
I mean, they're $10. That's what you
What's
get. What
crazy
you
is I've had these since we started this podcast, and on nothing.
Nothing.
And he had his for like 2 weeks, and they broke.
Explosion.
Well, I used mine for like gaming as well at the time. And then one time I was
I
standing
used
up on
mine
my
for
computer
editing.
after gaming, and I stood up, and the cord was still plugged in. And when I stood up, it just snapped right in half. Didn't even have like there was like almost no like give to it. It was just like stood up, snap. And like,
You would think the cord
Does
would
the
come out
flashing
first.
light?
No.
Does the flashing light mean it's dead?
Yes.
So are we gonna do? We're gonna do crazy headlines.
Crazy headlines.
Crazy headlines.
So a whole bunch of bears crashed a high school pool party.
Oh,
Caption reads: apparently the water was just right.
Get the.
bad joke. Well, they never have a good joke in the beginning in the opening
That's-
thing.
I mean,
That's
it's
pretty good. I
serving.
like
Yeah,
it. I like
you got
it.
a definite sigh out of me, so that's a good joke.
Okay, yeah. I was
no, I
like,
liked it.
oh, fine.
Can you
imagine, though, like, you're
what
just,
kind
like,
of bears were they? Are they brown bears? Are they black bears?
They're probably
grizzly
black bears.
I think they were
Black
black
bears-
bears. Yeah.
Black bears are notorious for going into people's like bars and stuff.
Can you imagine like you're at a pool party and like a bunch of bears just come like
It could either be very cool or very not cool.
well, if they're cubs, not cool.
Not well. I guess just because the mama bear is gonna be.
Yeah,
around.
mama bear's gonna be pissed.
Mama bears terrify me.
Cubs really like pools, though.
No, I mean
They like water. They
Bears
just like
like
playing.
Yeah,
like
they-
they're like kids.
they are.
I mean,
They're
literally
more-
they're
kids.
just big dumb dogs.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, except for brown bears. Brown bears are the ones that'll mess you up.
That's a grizzly, right?
Grizzlies.
bear.
Grizzly?
Yeah.
They're not called. I mean, they're not. The brown bears are grizzly bears.
Are they?
No, I
Are
think
they?
it's different.
I don't think
not a-
there's.
I'm not.
I think there's I think it's a black,
Bear
brown, and
tomologist?
grizzly.
I can do that. I can fact check that for you real quick.
Yeah, I might be wrong.
I do know it's like Ursa. Ursa is the family, right? Of bears.
Grizzly bears and brown bears are the same species.
Ah, brown bears.
Ursus
Grizzly-
arctos. But grizzly bears are currently considered to be a separate subspecies. So we have. I mean, you're wrong and right at the same time.
That's my life.
Yeah.
It's usually me.
you
Yeah,
gotta-
I'm pretty sure brown bear. Can you see which kind of bear is the most violent? Actually, I think it's brown bears.
Polar bear.
Probably, honestly.
No, they're hyper violent. I mean, you gotta be. You ain't gotta eat. You don't got nothing to eat. You gotta get grumpy every now and then.
Remember the story
They're
of
angry.
They're hangry.
Remember the story of
Give 'em
the
a Snickers.
dude who tried to live with the bears and got like eaten?
So you're half right. Grizzly and polar bears are the most dangerous, but Eurasian brown bears and the American black bears have also been known to attack humans.
Oh, yeah, I mean-
so grizzly and polars are the most.
Aggressive.
So we're both
Most
right.
aggressive.
Yeah.
Then. Again.
So I
That's
mean,
one,
just put it
that's
this
one
way:
full right and one full right.
bears are aggressive in general.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
they're
They are, yes.
big.
Yeah, they're
They're
big,
big.
they're
Black
big dumb
bears?
dogs.
They're big dumb dogs.
The black bears are the most notorious for like being gentle. I don't know why I said
they're the
notorious.
most playful, I think.
Yeah,
they're just like, hi.
Yeah, they're
Look
the
at me.
dogs.
I just want to play.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, maybe this is a rumor, old wives' tale. I don't know, but I remember growing up, allegedly.
Why do old wives tell me so many lies?
We already went over this.
Did we?
Yeah. You said that's why they got burned at the stake, and I said no, those are witches.
Those are
Same
witches.
thing.
Not really.
Old hags.
That's just.
But
Pissed off
apparently
all the
around
wives out
here,
there.
there used to be a guy who owned like a black bear that you could wrestle. You could like pay him
I
money to
think that was
wrestle.
a thing.
Yeah, I'm not paying money to die.
You don't want to wrestle? I mean, he put like a muzzle on him, and I think
still have
That
claws.
seems mean.
I mean-
and declawed. I'd feel
That seems
bad.
unfair.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
definitely.
We're
But
taking away his defense mechanisms.
No,
I
actually,
mean, a bear's gonna still beat the crap out of
know
him, no
what?
matter what.
For sure.
to make it fair, give me claws.
Give me claws.
Then I'll fight a bear.
I'll have claws.
Wolverine
It'll
his
have
ass.
claws.
Wolverine his ass.
Oh man,
Then
bears.
I'll fight a bear. I'll be like, fair game, baby.
There was bears are terrifying, dude. One time
yeah.
I was in Colorado. We went up to Boulder
Yeah.
and
I've
just
never really spent time in Colorado. I really want
it's
to.
beautiful.
I've
I
never-
love it.
Our grandma.
Mm-hmm.
Does she still?
I'm pretty sure
She
still
she
lives in
runs. Yeah,
Milwaukee.
like a RV park, right?
I think
That's what
so.
it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need to get hooked up with her. Just
Yeah.
take the camper up there for a little bit.
We've been talking about going up there and like spending the week or something just to. Because I've been through Colorado. I've just never like spent time.
Oh,
in
yeah,
Colorado.
if you want to go see some really, really pretty stuff and hike some really, really pretty stuff and see,
I think it
like,
would be one of those no kid trips.
yeah, I 100%.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Basically
around
saying was smoke weed.
about
No,
outside.
no. I just don't want. I just want to not be limited on
No,
what I
not
can
be
do.
Yeah.
stressed out about taking care of.
Yeah, I just don't want to be limited on what I can do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of cool stuff that's not like necessarily kid friendly. Like I said, especially a lot of those hikes. Like yeah, there's some that are really family friendly, but if you want to like, you can make them real hard, real
Yeah,
quick.
like we go hiking in Arkansas.
Yeah.
At Devil's Den.
Yeah,
like we do their trails
Yeah,
like
yeah.
with the kids.
Yeah, so
And
they might
they
hang out.
love it.
Yeah.
They love it.
But so outside the city of Boulder, like they've got like a trail system that's just right out there for locals to hike on. But so we got out there expecting, like, because we didn't know what to expect of this trail system, so we got on
Right.
and started hiking. And I mean, at first it's like, it's like a 2-lane bike lane,
Yeah.
like gravel. So we're like, and that's how the whole trail is, like for like 5 miles. So we're
Right,
like, yeah,
right.
this isn't really a trail. This is a hiking or a walking path with a lot of cool stuff to see. And there were a ton of signs around the trails that say "Stay on trail, stay on trail." We're like, nah, this is boring. Because I mean, like the thing is,
I'm gonna be a part of the system.
yeah. Like, well, I mean, you're like walking along the trail, and you're like, oh, there's a neat little creek right here, but I can look up to my right, and it's like mountain.
Yeah.
And there's like you got to do a bunch of boulder hopping and stuff like that. I was like, so we're gonna go up there.
That sounds more fun. Boulder hopping sounds fun.
So we get up and we probably gained, I'd say, close to 1,000 feet of elevation, but from where we parked the car up, we're way off trail at that point in time. And we're up there, and we're in Colorado, and it was the first time we had been to Colorado since Colorado had legalized. So of course we had magical Colorado
Yeah.
lettuce, devil's lettuce, and then set up there and we smoked a blunt, and I pissed off of a rock, and we could see like the highway, how it cut through the mountain right through there. It's just really, really cool sight.
Yeah.
So as I'm peeing off the rock, I'd say about 250 feet away from me, there's like a little patch of trees, and I hear like a couple of thuds from those trees, and I look over, and 2 black bear cubs had fallen out of these trees, and they're like running around right there. And the 2 guys I'm with are like, "Yo, check those out! Look at those little bears; those are cool." And I'm like, "Guys, we got to get the heck,
Yeah,
we got to
you
get
gotta
down
go.
this mountain
Yeah.
now. We got to go. We got to
I
go."
was like, you did this.
And
You knocked him out of the tree.
like I
You're
said,
dead.
it's so close, and like we didn't see the mom, but I'm like, I'm that close to a baby bear. I got to get out of here.
Yeah,
Mama
yeah,
bear's
yeah.
gonna be close.
Or
And so
steal
yeah,
one,
like
yeah.
it was a dangerous moment in my life, and plus I was so baked, so
Oh
baked.
yeah. Yeah.
Like being up that Colorado high, being real stoned in the mountains, and then you realize how winded you get because there's no
Oh, yeah.
oxygen. You're like hopping down rocks.
It's almost as if they make those trails for a reason.
It's like they wanted you to stay
on
Away
the
from
trail.
danger.
Yeah, it's like they knew
It's
that there were
almost like they're
bears
looking
and-
out for your
If
safety.
only there was a sign.
Yeah,
that
if only
told
there was
you
a
of
sign.
the
If
precautions
only there
you
was
need
a
to take.
designated path to take
Yeah.
that you shouldn't wander off of.
Exactly.
When you said peeing on the rock, the first thing I imagined was like the rock standing on a cliff like this, and then you on his shoulders peeing.
That'd be hard to do.
Dwayne the Rocky Johnson.
Yeah. Dwayne the Gong Gonson. Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
what's your story?
What's your
We're,
dick?
we're gonna go around the table.
I didn't get a story.
That was the whole point of this.
I had to go pee, and then I looked up health facts.
Do
So why don't you
have
tell
one?
us about health facts?
Yeah, tell us about a health fact.
So right now, I'm looking for a health app because I am looking for better ways to take care of my nutrition. So I've been going through Google search after Google search, like what's the best health app, what's the best workout app, what's the best like weight loss app, something to help me get a regimen. And every time I try to look up, it's this app Center by Chris Hemsworth, and I tried it out. And originally I was going to
I mean,
try
he's
out.
pretty fit, so
Chris
I am,
Hemsworth.
yes.
It's like he's
It's almost like he's a demigod.
a god.
it's almost like he's the god of thunder.
Yeah.
And rock and roll. God of thunder and rock and roll. Sorry, you had to leave
I
that
had
in
to-
there
I
for
had to
this.
wait for it.
Yeah, you had to wait for it because that's how the song
I was
goes.
going to continue. That was like, wait for
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's
Wait for
coming.
it,
It's
yeah.
coming back around.
But I tried.
Patience is a virtue.
I tried the app, and when I got it, immediately it's like start 70 free trial. I'm like, oh, okay, so this is something I have to pay for. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right, how much is it going to cost normally? And it was like 1 month, $29.99 a month, and it's like, or 3 months, it was like $59.99, and it was like 6 months, and I think it was like 100 or something or whatever it was, and then a year there was like 200. And I was like, I don't know if I want to pay for this. So I clicked on 1 month, and I was like, I'll just do the trial, and I'll see what it looks like. And I went through the app. And the first thing, it was like, listen to Chris Hemsworth go on meditation of relieving stress. And it was just like a welcome thing. And I went to the second day, and I was going through all the days. I'm just like, this is kind of like bland.
So
It's kind of like he was just given a script of things to say, and he just said a script.
So it's like a lot of meditation.
Not like, but the whole thing they're talking about is that people that don't know how to do it and then use this, and the way they're doing it wasn't getting any kind of explanation. It was just kind of like talking. And then I went to like they had like a discovery side, like when you just like click on the bottom, it's like discovery, and it's like to look at everything that's there. It was just like other celebrities talking and then going on to like workouts. It's just like, so this is just people paying to kind of see their celebrity tell them what to do. And something about that like irritated me to the point I'm just like, I don't want to do this because it's just like, I don't need a celebrity to tell me what to do. And nothing against celebrities, but usually in that aspect, they're usually pretty big of themselves. So it's just like, do this. This is what I do. This works. It's like every human body is different. And like a lot of actors come from pretty good genetics.
oh yeah, it's like they.
I
were-
can't say the same for me. I mean, I'm 5'5", wide and stubby. I got this voice. I have red hair.
Hey man, you're a perfect stand-in for Danny DeVito.
Oh my god! When I hit that age, you best know I'm going to do those auditions. I'm like if they did a documentary of his life, I'll be like, listen, just give me a lot of fat food. Like, give me a
just
lot of
gotta work-
pizza. Shave my head. I'm in.
You just got to work on you got to pull the New Yorker out just a little bit because you got the rasp.
Oh yeah.
You just got to get a little higher pitched. It'll be perfect.
I can do it.
You can do
I
it.
could do it.
I can
Nice.
do it.
So that's
Yeah. But Center, I don't like the app just because to me it seems like people trying to feed on the idea of getting something directly from a celebrity. So I think it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's a power grab, but it's definitely something that like irritates me in that regard. So right now I'm kind of just sticking with like Samsung Health, and I'm sticking with like just basic things that come with the phone. Anything that can track my calories and then track my water intake. I'm getting. I'm not going to say what I'm getting because I want a sponsor. So I'm gonna wait until we're big enough to get the sponsor, and then when they ask us to get the product, I'm gonna be like, I already got the product.
already got your product.
I got
Already
like
got
three.
it.
I got like 3 products that I am ready to just be like, yo, I love this.
Plug it.
But it's just like, but I gotta
Gotta send
wait
out those
until it's
business.
offered.
We got to send those business emails out.
Yeah, no kidding.
I-
we need the listens, honestly. Like,
You know, I probably could send an email out and be
well,
like, hey,
I mean, before we do anything like that, we
no,
kind
not
of
like
have
not
to
like
get.
now. I'm talking about like in the
We
future.
kind of have to get the LLC. We got to get the bank account. We got
Yeah,
to get
because
the
we
tax
can't. We don't want to
ID.
make money before we're prepared to deal with the
Taxes.
repercussions
Yeah.
of taxes.
Which an LLC is split 3 ways, about $35.
That's fine.
Like I think it's 118 for one.
I don't even think. I think it might be less than that.
It could be.
I think it's just 100. I could be wrong though. That
I mean, either way, split 30 ways.
it's not going to be much at all.
No, not for.
All I know,
It's
guys,
gonna be a lunch.
I'm going to be saving a lot of receipts from restaurants for business lunches.
Also, yeah, there was a lot of expenses that we could do. That's just like, yeah,
Yeah, if we got the LLC, we could only like buy more good equipment.
we would need to get
To be
we would need to
honest.
get an Amazon account for the company.
That'd be easy.
I know,
That'd be real easy.
but I'm excited for it.
All right, you ready for this weird news article?
let's do it.
All
me
right.
with
Dracula's Castle is offering visitors COVID jabs and free visit to a torture exhibition. So
I'm down for that.
First of all, I want to know what a COVID jab
a
is.
COVID jab. I feel like it's a poorly worded title. I'm going to give you a COVID jab. A jab of COVID. One
It's
whole
just
jab.
gonna be a nurse with like fake fangs on, be like, all right, here's your shot.
So, but it's
see
gonna,
nibbles on
yeah,
you?
they So they're gonna be dressed
You
up
taste good.
as vampire nurses. But so is it?
Ooh, that might be worth it alone.
The article doesn't really state anything other than since there's been a lot of downturn in tourism in Romania, they're giving you a free COVID shot to come visit this exhibit in Transylvania. But my first question is it only count like what COVID shot are they giving you? Because don't you have to have two?
The Johnson Johnson, you don't.
I don't think they're doing the Johnson & Johnson in the UK at all because
Yeah, I mean, what like?
Maybe in Romania they are.
maybe in Romania they are. But also, like, don't you have to wait 2 weeks before you're cool to be around people
I'm cool.
after
man.
that?
I don't know.
So everything about this.
I don't know enough about the shots.
I
Even
think
when I
there's
got them.
certain ones that only take one shot.
But yes, you're actually right. They're okay. So here it is. The answer is they are doing the Pfizer vaccine.
Okay.
So
Pfizer's pretty good.
One shot of the Pfizer vaccine, so one dose. But the medical workers are also dressed up with bloody fangs.
Ooh yeah,
So they're going to be like
It's
nurses.
gonna be old men.
yeah. The only male tourists are gonna show up.
No.
Hairy people are just like, you want your COVID shot?
With your COVID shot.
Welcome to Dracula's
Big fat
castle.
sweaty hairy slobs like.
So while it's not crazy exciting, it's still a little bit weird.
I just
Because
wanna see the
we're gonna resort to tourist traps to get COVID shots.
What I like to imagine is that they dress up really goofy for that, but it's like a full-blown torture, like an actual torture of somebody to the death, and it's just like everyone's just dressed up goofy just watching this. Something about that's humorous to me.
Do you watch snuff porn? Because
No.
that's scary, man.
Just funny, be like, oh, like these goofy guys dressed up as vampires just gonna be like, no, come get a shot. And they're like, ooh, spooky. By the way, come watch a murder.
Come witness a murder.
It's just like, whoa.
We're gonna pull his teeth out while he's still alive.
We talked about how that was a thing somewhere where you have to sign a waiver, and they legitly torture you.
Oh, there's a couple of haunted house
Yeah, there
places,
are.
but
Yeah.
I don't. They can like get hands on you and get rough with you. There's
No,
even
this
some
is
that
like,
like
this is like they can break
Legit
you.
torture you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I
can like
don't-
break your bones and like
Like
I don't
almost
want my bones
kill you.
broken.
like I don't.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
not
want my
down for
teeth
any of
ripped
that.
out.
I'm cool
Yeah,
with
there was one that they said they ripped it, like literally took pliers and pulled a tooth out.
I don't, is that like an internet joke or is this one?
No,
it was
this
a
is
real
real.
thing.
This is a
There's a whole bunch of waivers you sign at the end. What was the prize?
It was a cash prize. Like it was a pretty good lump
I thought it
sum.
only said 10,000.
No, I think it was more than that.
If you make it through or you
Yeah.
pay.
If you make
No,
it
if you make
through,
it through.
I could do a lot for $10,000.
no one's done it.
Yeah, because like, but there's except when we get into like physical pain towards me, that's
Yeah.
when I'll embarrass
I
the fuck out of
could
myself.
I could be in the most extreme haunted
It's
house.
okay. It's only one.
It's only one. Hey, we
It's
get
only
one.
one.
We
We
get
did-
one. That
it's
was the
fine.
one. I will embarrass the heck out of myself, like appearance wise, everything like that for some money. But like, I'm not gonna lose. I'm not gonna like deform myself for
Yeah.
life.
Like I'm not gonna let you break my nose or
No,
like break
pull a
my
tooth.
pull a tooth or like
Yeah.
like it's not worth it.
It would have to be in the millions for me to go.
I still
into
wouldn't do
a
it.
degree of that kind of pain.
I could find other ways to make millions of dollars without like physically harming myself.
I'm
Well,
not
you don't have
now,
yourself.
millions. I'm starting to think like maybe even a single mil.
Well, also, what I don't like if it was a fair fight, like if
Yeah,
they
that's the
didn't
other
strap
thing.
me down, if this guy came up to me with like a kind of weapon, I'm just like, all right, let's go. I'd be like, it's a fair fight. Yeah, I'll take my chances.
Yeah,
but if I'm strapped down to a chair and there's like, all right, I'm going to torture you for 7 days, I'm just like, that's not fair.
No, my first instinct is going to be to fight the whole thing.
Yeah.
So that'd be the other part is they would have. if it was going to be a situation like you can't turn that off. You can't turn that survival mode off.
No,
in your
no,
brain.
not at all.
Like so, at one point, I'm going to realize, yeah, this is. But when it starts getting weird, your boy's going to get violent.
Yeah.
And
Eyes go wide and be like, oh.
yeah, once I go blackout mode, then that's a bad time. Go
Yeah,
sicko mode.
I couldn't just sit there and let them like.
No, just
destroy
sitting
me.
and dealing with it.
Yeah, it's stupid. Like I wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, and the fact that,
that's
like-
almost like sadomasochism kind of stuff
Well,
right
also
there.
because the reason nobody's done it is because they just hype up the intensity near the end when they get close.
Yeah, they're like,
It's
oh, they're
no
gonna
one's
get close.
Yeah, no one's going to survive the ending of that.
Let's
No,
smash all of his
like
fingers.
they start off easy and they're like, people are like, oh, I could do this. This is nothing. And then like
And they clip off an ear and it's like, all right,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, that's
I'm
the thing.
tapping.
Like, when
the
you're in-
Evander Holyfield,
Yeah,
dude, like
yeah,
it's not
yeah,
good.
yeah. I'm not.
just imagine like
I would love to do like a
they
severe
start
hunt.
doing the you
Cuticle?
seen, Black Swan.
Peeling the cuticle.
Yeah, like peel your cuticles up. Ugh. I'd be out. That'd be it. That'd be
Or
it
like
for me.
House of Wax, like cut your Achilles.
Just fucking
Oh,
flopping like a
What was the
chicken.
movie where the chick skinned the dude alive? It was a Rob Zombie movie.
House of 1,000 Corpses.
I don't think it was that one. Maybe actually, yeah, it may have been where she was like, "All right, guess my favorite actress, and if you get it wrong, I'm going to skin you alive."
Oh, that might have been Devil's Reach. I can't, man.
No, it
It's
was
been-
not. It wasn't Devil Rejects. No, that was a good movie though. I
It might
love
have been
that
1,000
movie.
Corpses. It might have been.
I remember there was a part on House of Wax when she found her boyfriend, like he was waxed, and like she went to like touch him, and as she did, like it peeled off part of his face.
Yeah.
and I was like, oh god,
that wax be hot. It like cooked his skin off.
yeah, like just to peel the wax off was pulling the skin off along with it.
That's why I don't get people that can sit through Saw movies because like watching that kind of like
Oh, I can love Saw movies.
I can't.
Saw movies are just so
well, what gets
absurd.
me is
I know, but they're good.
what gets me is clean cuts, like a clean like a razor blade or something like that, like cutting somebody. It gets under my skin.
The
so
cuts
bad.
that like gross me out the most are the ones that like when you cut, like it doesn't show anything at first, and then it's like
And it just gushes.
And you
So-
like realize, oh man, I cut like 2 inches into my
yeah,
flesh.
yeah.
So there was I forget what Saw movie it was, but the dude was put into like a head cage with like blades like this
Oh, yeah,
across
yeah,
both
yeah,
sides.
yeah, yeah.
And he walked through it. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, like I couldn't. I can those kind of cuts, like the clean blades going across skin. Like I can. That's why I
And they
get
get
about
in detail
surgeries.
with that stuff too.
They do, and it just like I can handle someone like falling, like when he fell into the barbed wire. I was like, oh, that's fine. But like those blades.
Oh, when that girl
can't.
fell into the pit of needles, like
That was like Saw 3.
When,
yeah, I know that was like
That was old.
the,
Yeah, that was a
what
bit
was it? The
gross.
last
Like
Saw
that.
where the dude like was dangling upside down into a funnel of blades. He was slowly lowered by
man
a motorcycle engine that was slowly lowering him to this funnel of blade spinning.
I haven't seen past like Saw 3.
Well, there was
last-
one where like the key to the shackles was inside like a cup of acid, and he had to like put his
yeah.
hand in there to grab it. It's at the bottom of the cup, and like you could just see like it was green, and then as he's like putting his hand, it's just turning like red, and like I was like, oh god, I couldn't even imagine how bad that hurts.
It's so weird how far they got from the original Saw. Because
I know,
it was
the
just
first
two
one was, like-
dudes in a bathroom.
Yeah, the
and
first one was,
was
like,
dead the whole
nothing.
time until the end.
Like, well, it's 3 dudes in a bathroom,
Oh yeah.
and then one was dead the whole time. But like that was like nothing, and then like you get to like 3 and 4, you're like, holy crap!
Yeah.
These guys are demented that made this movie.
Have you guys ever seen Human Centipede?
Yes,
I refuse.
I've
to
seen the
see-
first one. I haven't seen any of the other
Part
ones.
2 is.
I've seen the beginning of part 2, and the beginning disgusts me. Just look at the main character. I refuse to watch 1. I refuse.
One is funny. 1 is kind of goofy.
Yeah, one was
2
just
is
like,
when it gets dark.
2
3
is
was just
dark.
Ugh. There's some parts in 2 that like, because I mean the thing about 2 is like it's black and white like the majority of the movie.
yeah.
But those scenes where they add that pop of color, there's some times where it's just like, oh
Fun
great.
question: if you were part of the Human Centipede, which part would you want to be?
I feel like everyone's gonna want to say the first
Fun.
one,
Yeah, the first one.
but
I wouldn't want to be any.
I mean, I really don't want to be any
You
other
have to
one.
pick one.
I mean, of course, I'd have to go with the front. You would always want to be the front. Because at least the front can even kill
Yeah.
themselves.
The front would probably be it.
I mean, the back can kill themselves too.
You have to, like, anything you want to do, you'd have to go, like, around the back, though. And everyone in the front can control you. You really don't have much control from
So
there.
would so really though would you you want to eat poop and not have someone sewed to your butt, or do you want to have someone sewed to your butt and not eat poop?
I'd rather be in the front because
I think I'd rather be at the front too.
everyone would have to be in the front. That'd be disgusting.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
we just
really,
tried-
yeah,
well, we tried-
really, realistically, the front. Let's be
Yeah.
real. There's no way to
Because
justify
you definitely don't want to be
any
the middle.
No.
Because you're getting the worst of everything.
New idea. You feed the first person, and then right when he starts eating, sew his mouth to the last person's ass, and just make a circle.
Forever infinite.
Oh,
Guys,
Next
we
movie.
just we just created
the human circle.
the human circle.
The circle of life.
The circle of life.
Human Centipede 4, the
That's
circle
not
of
life.
life.
That's the circle of death.
No, man. It's a what's that? The type of motor that once it starts, it doesn't ever stop.
Motley Crue.
Oh no. Oh god.
Kickstart My Heart plays in the background.
If only we could get away with like
You
playing
can
music.
get away with 23 seconds.
Can you? I thought
I thought it was like 5 seconds now.
I don't know. I'm not
think
part
they-
of the
I
I
FCC.
thought
think-
it was even less than that.
They've been lowering it.
I thought YouTube like it was like any music was like done. All right, so one more round of the news stories. My phone would unlock. That'd be
The
great.
round
Apparently my
table of
phone,
news.
my phone doesn't.
The rectangular
recognize my
table
face.
of the round.
Yeah,
It's the squared circle.
it's the elongated square. That's what we should have named this podcast. The elongated square.
That sounds like a
sexual
position.
You just
With a
like,
really boring guy.
The elongated
Just a square.
L7 even.
Square.
just a
So
square.
I told him already, but I'm doing that solo thing. What?
What?
I told him already, but I'm doing my little solo thing, and what?
Nothing. Continue. Like, go on.
Continue
And,
your story.
I'm gonna post it to our channel on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube. I'm gonna put it on to Anchor. I'm gonna see how I can edit it without my software crashing. I'm gonna try it though, and but it's gonna be me venting, and I'm just gonna call it what was it? Authentic Audacity. And every time I come in, I'm just gonna call it an AA meeting.
It's an AA meeting.
An AA meeting. I like that idea. I thought about that in the car. I was like, I like that. I already have.
It's just going to be videos of him rambling in his truck.
No, I'm going to be sitting at home. I was going to do one this Saturday. I've already done one. I was going to do one this Saturday, but I didn't have my camera.
Rip. You better take that home with you.
I'm going to.
Because we obviously don't need it.
Otherwise, I'm going to steal it. I'm going to take lewd photos with it, post them on the internet.
I'm going to put my feet in the mud and then take photos of it. See
Why
people
aren't you
want
doing it? We got to fund this
I
podcast.
could.
man.
I really
we
could,
gotta
honestly.
fund this podcast. We got to be thinking profits, growth. Those 6 things. Equity.
Equity.
Investments.
Synergy.
Synergy. We got to be thinking
Any
synergy.
corporate word I can think of.
We got to be on the edge.
Analytics.
Analytics. Japanese town decides giant squid statue is best use of COVID-19 relief funds.
I can see that.
High in morale.
Noto is known for its squid fishing, so town leaders decided a huge statue of the cephalopod could cook up interest from tourists.
Do we have any photos of this?
Yeah, I mean,
This
I can't
alleged
put it up.
squid
I guess
statue?
I can-
How giant is it?
I mean, it's not.
I would
it's
love to see a
massive.
giant squid.
It's not massive.
I mean, it's 29 feet.
That's pretty. Is it like 29 feet tall?
It's 13 feet high, 29 feet long.
I mean, that's still pretty cool.
$200,000.
I mean, I can see. Yeah, that's a big piece. I mean,
They don't have pictures; they just have videos, and I really don't want to
yeah,
play the
understandable.
video.
Understandable. Yeah, it doesn't
I
translate.
thought they would have
I'll
this
see if I
squid
can find
straight
one on
up.
the. I'll find one. I'll put it in.
All right, cool.
Power of editing.
Wait, so it's 13 feet tall, so they just made a really long statue.
29 by 13. I mean,
Why
that's
don't they
pretty
just make
big.
the squid stand up and just have it an upward statue?
squids don't stand
Stability.
up.
Oh, yeah.
Squids don't stand up.
I mean, squids do not have a backbone. They can't stand up.
Yeah. So, having it
It
stand
also
up
would
would
be put
be
a real squid up.
having it stand up would be aesthetically inaccurate.
Wait, if a squid is in the water, you'll see it up.
Everyone knows the most
That's not standing.
aesthetically pleasing squid angle is floating through the water like this.
Horizontal.
Diagonal.
Got to be going yeah. So it
Diagonal.
might be 13 feet
The
tall.
most aesthetically pleasing is diagonal.
Diagonal squid float.
Or
It has
actually,
it sideways.
the most aesthetically pleasing.
Oh wow, that's completely different from what I expected. That's
Wait,
way
can I see it?
cartoony.
Oh yeah, I thought it was on a podium.
Yeah, I expected
I
something
thought
like
it-
on a platform.
yeah, I thought it was on a
I don't know if I can see it
stand,
very well, but there it is.
Does it just float around the pond?
like the giant duck.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
is it Quack? No, that's the boat. I'm thinking Bodie McBoatface.
Yeah,
the,
Bodie
the trash.
McBoatface.
The trash.
That's why we can't trust audiences to name anything.
That's why you don't trust the internet to name anything.
I think you trust
Especially
the internet.
Twitter.
I want the internet.
Of all things.
Hey, podcast fans, looking at you. If I ever have a
keep forgetting
child,
what my camera
I
is
thought
on.
he was looking at me.
have a child,
Hey, you.
you guys get to name that child. So I'm gonna say that right now.
Actually, you know what?
If you name my kid Bodie McBoatface, I'm down for it.
We're actually gonna let you guys name the next episode. We'll put it up on Twitter, and we'll let them name their own episode. The next
Name the
episode.
episode. Yeah, I'm down for that. That sounds pretty good.
And then we'll build the episode around whatever they decide to name it. Ooh, put a little work into
They,
ourselves.
they
give
give
us
us the
something.
subject.
Yeah, they give us the.
us what they
Then
want.
Bro, do we have to stick that subject the entire episode?
Hey man, there's a lot of ways you can
No,
make.
because when we name our episodes, we don't stick to the whole episode. It's like a segment. So we'll do a segment based on what they decide to name it.
Yeah, as much effort as we can put into
You
it.
know what? I bet the top voted choice is going to be silence.
Probably.
Just be
Or
quiet.
just
Just
quit.
do a segment of quit. Just do a segment of quit. Pack it all
Don't
up.
do it.
Don't do it at all.
Stop doing podcasts.
All right, Jake, what's your story about, brother?
Yeah, let's move on to you.
So,
Yakub.
a law enforcement oversight board has decided to revoke the license of former Freiburg Police Chief Joshua Potvin after an investigation found that after being chief for 6 years, he invented a suspicious person report so that he could ditch a Board of Selectmen meeting in February 2020.
I was gonna read that one and I skipped over it.
I was like, that's funny.
So he skipped a board meeting last year
And got fired over it.
and got. I mean, I
Because-
get it.
well, because it's alleged
yeah,
person-
He created a suspicious person's
Yeah.
report so he could skip the
That's.
meeting.
I want to know how boring a meeting is that you go to
Oh.
that length to get out of it.
Bet it's miserable.
Any meeting is pretty boring.
I mean, does he just sit there and take notes? Does he have anything to say in the meeting?
I'm pretty sure.
I have corporate, or like not corporate, but I have like meetings for my job. Like we do like video call meetings. And I mean, if I could create a suspicious person's report to get out of here.
I feel like it's just a lot of analytics of like, this is what happened last week.
Yeah.
This increased,
ours
this
is
decreased.
like the ones I've listened to are like usually, oh, these are our numbers. I'm like,
What do I do with the numbers?
it doesn't affect my job at all.
Yeah.
I mean, it does, I guess, because if the numbers are way down, then I lose a job. But like,
I mean, do you get like a bonus based upon company numbers?
yeah,
Is it weird that I enjoy analytics and
but
that
I
kind of stuff?
can't really control it.
Yeah, you can't control it,
because
but I mean,
it's a nationwide company.
Yeah.
So like,
Nothing you do is going to change their numbers that
yeah,
much,
like
honestly.
I'd have to literally stop doing my job altogether
Yeah.
for it to make an impact,
damn.
which I could do.
The forgotten
I'll just
few.
create a
forgotten.
suspicious persons report and just not do a job.
Just not do a job.
But sorry, I had to go do some.
Well, the
police
thing is,
work.
you had to.
I
Oh,
was
my
the one
child's
being
missing.
suspicious,
Yeah. My child. Hey, go take a nap. Go take a nap.
I was the suspicious person.
It's my phone. I keep dropping my phone in my chair, making the most
Something was
god awful
attacking
rackets.
us.
Yeah, it was. It's the aliens. They're here.
I thought so.
War of the Worlds, boys. It's
I
time.
got some comments on our alien discussions. They liked it.
Like,
When
why are
we
these people not commenting on the things?
because they see me in real life.
But they need to do it.
They
on
do
the
need to do
things.
it on social media.
Because just because they see you,
Yeah.
I want that validation
well,
too.
not only that, but that creates more. Just
Guys, the
creates
algorithm. We're
this-
trying to
creates
play
open
the
discussion.
system.
it ups the algorithm for
It
us,
opens
and
the
not only
gates.
that, but when someone makes a comment, it makes other people feel like they can comment. Too.
Yeah.
But if like no one's commenting, like
I want
to
to riot in the comments.
A riot.
I want
I
fist
just want
fights in the comments.
discussion in the comments. I want to see what people are saying.
want homicide
Let's turn
in
my
the
camera
comments.
on. With my fat belly,
Just taking pictures of.
my black shorts.
Yep. All right, you guys ready for this one?
Yeah,
Oh man, this is legitimately.
I'm excited about
terrifying.
this one.
I know. I saw his face when he saw it.
It
made me excited.
Oh my god.
Monkeys steal coronavirus blood samples after attacking lab assistant.
Planet of the Apes. It's happening.
It's happening right now.
They have their own vaccine.
They know it all. A gang of monkeys reportedly attacked a laboratory worker and ran off with coronavirus blood samples. The animals are said to have targeted the technician as he walked through the campus of the Meerut Medical College in Meerut. in Uttar Pradesh state.
Where's that?
Friday. I'm not 100% certain where that is. If anybody wants to fact check that, you can go ahead and do it while I'm continuing on this. Yeah, Meerut. Meerut.
MEE.
The group managed to snatch the blood samples of 4 patients who
MERRUTT.
one T.
Oh,
Who tested positive for COVID-19 before fleeing. There's video footage on Twitter. I saw it. The monkey is sitting a tree with what looks like one of the kids, and he even dropped what looked like one of the gloves and was chewing on another glove from it. Yeah, it's pretty weird.
so Meerut is in Uttar Pradesh, India.
India. Okay, so there we go.
That makes more sense.
Yep.
crazy
Monkeys
over
running around on the streets.
Monkeys and diseases.
They don't know if the blood samples have been spilled by the monkeys because they are in the vials and stuff like that, and they're unsure if the monkeys can contract the coronavirus because there's no evidence found about monkeys being able to contract it. I mean, it's probably very viable that they could because it translates through animals anyways.
Yeah.
Well,
But
and
there's
because
just
they're
nothing
so close to us anyways.
Exactly.
I can't imagine they wouldn't.
But since it jumped from people into the wildlife market, they think it can happen. But yeah, the monkeys have been invading this little town for quite a while. But I mean, is it really the monkeys invading the town, or is the town invading the monkeys?
The town totally invaded the
well,
monkeys.
there were
The monkeys were around before the town was.
there are multiple stories of people coming into new territory that these primates are known to be at, and then them attacking and killing people. It's well, you're in my house.
Yeah,
Get
monkeys
out of
is
my house.
violent, dog.
Yeah, they're intelligent, but they don't have morality.
They have the make my day rule too.
Exactly. Every day is make my day.
Yeah,
rule.
every day. It's make my day.
A chimpanzee can rip a man's arm off.
Yeah.
I believe it.
They wake up and choose violence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't today. I woke up and chose delicious breakfast from my grandma.
I woke up and my back hurt.
My back.
And then I went and got cigarettes and a Monster and started
Maybe
my day.
that's why your back hurts.
It hurt before that.
Maybe those contribute to your back.
Possibly.
I woke up and took my vitamins before eating because I forgot to eat, and then on my way out I grabbed an apple, and then halfway here I puked in my car
Yeah,
all the
'cause you ate
vitamins and the
vitamins.
apple.
Gotta eat
even
food
eaten
with
yet.
vitamins. You haven't eaten yet?
Nope.
Ooh, I ate like a king. 6 pancakes, 4 hunks of sausage,
I
big
can't-
old hooping spoonful of eggs.
I bought just a bottle of Coke. I took a sip of it and I said, "That's too much Coke."
That's too much Coke.
I can't imagine having 6 pancakes anymore.
Guys,
I'm
there's
just
one-
oh
there's
my
one
god, that's too
rule.
many pancakes.
One rule that I'm going to tell you
I
to
would
live
look at
by.
one pancake and be like, "That's too much pancake."
There's never too much Coke.
I miss having a metabolism. I miss being able to look at something and being like, "That's not enough." I
force
need
yourself to
7
eat.
burgers.
No, that's absurd.
That's absurd.
That was stupid. that was actually a completely involuntary noise. It just came out of my mouth.
I don't know. It
That was-
sounded almost defensive. That wasn't. It was like. Oh man.
It was like it registered in my head that it was like, oh, it's our name, and then it was like the noise just came out.
I was just so disappointed because I could hear that you thought about it.
No, I didn't. I say.
thought about
No,
it.
that sounded very fluid.
I say
And that's
absurd
what
a
made me
lot.
I think that's what made the sound come out. Because
I
I was like,
was like, you just said that.
No, I've said it a lot in our recording because it's a word I use a lot.
I've tried to get it out of my lexicon just because I've used the word so much that I'm just like,
I
it
know,
doesn't feel
I
authentic
try not
anymore.
to say it because I don't want to be like.
I'm like, "Yeah, we said it."
I don't want to
Yeah.
be that cheesy
Yeah.
host that's like absurdity.
Well, I'm not. Yeah, but I mean, we just can't laugh at it every time.
I'm not, I can't promise that I won't.
I know.
I just can't do that.
I don't know. The timing for me just sounded your noise you made and the timing 7 cheeseburgers is absurd. And your timing was. It was
That's absurd.
I need 7 cheeseburgers.
I do. Oh, it was crazy.
Sounds
Is yesterday.
delicious.
Okay, so yesterday I went to my sister's graduation party. So we had smoked bologna, smoked ribs,
7
potato
cheeseburgers.
salad.
Bologna.
We had no cheeseburgers. I was a little bummed.
It's a Southern delicacy.
We had
I'm
like,
not here for
deviled
it.
eggs and
deviled
all,
eggs.
baked beans, all that stuff. And we ate at like 4:30, and then we went to a birthday party where they were also serving food.
7 burgers.
And I got some pasta. Yeah, they had pasta.
At a birthday party?
Yeah, it was they bring just everyone. It's like a potluck.
Was it a
Listen
potluck
here,
birthday
I would
party?
love pasta at a birthday party.
So it was like pasta. It was really good too. I had like 2 slices of garlic bread, and then I had they had
So many carbs.
they had fried chicken breasts.
That's where I thought you were going, and I'm
Yeah.
like, because my first thought was to think of what's the weirdest thing you could eat after eating pasta. I'm gonna have some fried chicken.
breast. Yeah. So I had that. I had a fried chicken breast. Then I had it was like a wrap, like a meat wrap.
Yeah.
So it was like in a tortilla. It had like turkey and like ham and stuff.
Yeah, like a grilled chicken wrap or
But I
something.
was like, like I had the plate, and I was like, you would never guess that I literally just ate a full meal like 2 hours ago.
Did you eat the plate? Did you eat all the food?
Not all of it, no.
Yeah.
I couldn't. Like,
Yeah.
I started getting into the fried chicken. I was like, oh my God, I'm so full. I can't even like think about eating more food anymore. Like, I ate all the pasta.
That's what happened. That was where you messed up. You ate all the pasta
know.
first.
Yeah.
At pasta,
Yeah, it
it's
fills you
fill
up,
you up
yeah.
quick.
So many carbs. I had so many
That's why I
carbs.
said, I was like,
I bet
that's
you was
so
ready for
many
a nap.
carbs.
Dude, I literally we got home at 9 o'clock and I fell asleep at 9:15.
And that was it.
And I
Oh
woke
my
up at
God,
like
you just made a
7:30.
yawn thing about that.
Like, I was so tired. I literally told my wife, I was like, I'm ready to go home and go to sleep.
I'm over this day.
And I told her that at 8 o'clock. Like, I was just I was like, I just want to go to sleep. I'm so tired.
Nice. Well, hopefully
slept.
you get that good of sleep tonight.
I doubt it.
No, it is. It is Sunday. It's weird recording on a Sunday. It throws it off.
Then I got the editing to do.
I
Yeah.
have to go to bed in 4 hours.
You'll get home in time. Don't worry.
No, I'm not even worried about that. It's just the idea that I have to go to bed at 6 p.m.
He's got to go home and watch Murder, She Wrote and go to bed at 6 p.m.
Eat some porridge.
Eat some porridge. Sit on his
Yeah, I
plastic
gotta make
covered
sure
couch.
I have to get some supper in my
Then
system.
for dessert, he'll have rice pudding.
Have a rice pudding.
Yeah.
You know, so I did get
60
like that
minutes and then
60
go to
minutes.
sleep.
I did get like a 10-pound bag of rice.
Fall asleep in a chair.
Yeah.
I do. I feel old, but honestly, like I do feel really good though. Like I feel probably the best I've ever felt when it comes to, like energy level.
No, like having a set sleeping schedule
Yeah.
will do wonders for
I
you.
don't have a set because I say I'm going to sleep at 6 and I lay
go to sleep till
in
9.
bed, yeah, and I'll fall asleep at 9.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting better, but it's also because there's so many things I want to do that I lay down. I'm like, I tell them I'm obsessed with working out now.
You got to
and
get
it's
you a
dangerous.
strong indica, man. A strong indica.
I do. I take because I have my vitamin shelf has evolved. There's more now from what you saw. It's worse. It's like I take like 12 different vitamins every day. I specifically love the B100 complex because it really boosts your metabolism and it makes
Ooh, then I need to get it.
yeah it like 100%. If I take it,
If you got funky BO, it'll make it much worse.
I did an experiment though. So I want to make sure that it was this. So I didn't take anything but that, and then I took nothing at all, and I took everything but that. And I noticed that taking it by itself, I still felt like everything I was putting in my body shortly after was actually giving me energy rather than like it feels like I'm just eating just to eat. It actually made me feel like I had energy, and it does make you sweat like crazy though because your metabolism's working. So like your body
I sweat like
gets
crazy as it is.
yeah, that's why I love to take it.
that's probably-
at work I wear a black shirt, so I'm just like I can sweat. Who cares?
Well, like I mean, you drink energy drinks.
Yeah.
How many energy drinks do you drink?
Today,
Like how on a
average,
given day?
yeah.
How many energy drinks do you drink?
2.
2. The thing is, most energy drinks have like 80% of your B6 through 12 vitamins daily recommendations. So once you're drinking a bunch of those, that
Sweat.
you're starting to over
Yeah.
your B
It makes you
intake
itchy.
already, and it makes.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
I was a sweater before. Like
Yeah, no, I understand that.
I sweat
It's
a
in your
lot.
genes.
but but also the supplemental B vitamins like B6 and B12, the main two that you get are derivatives of they're harvested from sulfur. So that's
Oh,
why
yeah,
like
yeah.
when you get a lot of like when you're overdoing B or when you're really hitting B and Like you start sweating, you can
Yeah.
smell a bit stanky.
Yeah, and there's no antiperspirant that stops it.
No, antiperspirant is actually worse. Don't use antiperspirant.
Yeah, antiperspirant's bad. For
Don't
you.
use antiperspirant.
Yeah,
Do not
'cause
use
it blocks,
antiperspirant.
It blocks off the sweat glands.
Yeah.
and that's not good.
Well, it doesn't for me. It goes right.
Well, the thing is, well, like don't use antiperspirant because it's got aluminum in it. Like
Okay,
aluminum oxide. That's what
That's
gives
one of
you.
those things I don't look into that I need to look
No,
into.
like that stuff. That's what causes like dementia and Alzheimer's and everything like that. And that's
Okay.
why it's been on the rise since like the 70s and since like especially women's deodorant has so much more aluminum in it. But and then plus once like there's a bacteria in a natural bacteria in your body that is not doing its job when you have antiperspirant on, so it starts making stinky smells. So that's part of it as well. Like
so antiperspirant makes you smell worse.
yeah, it can. I just wear just deodorant, just regular like gel deodorant, or even just
Let me make
And
a
after a
note of
while-
that and I'll do some research into it.
after a while of not wearing deodorant. Like it takes a minute, but after a while, your body, like your pH, because I mean, you have a natural pH that has to be like just on certain areas of your body.
Yeah.
It'll right yourself, and yeah, you'll still have a smell when you have like, but it's manageable. Like it's like you wouldn't smell any worse than you did when you were wearing deodorant.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure out what the healthiest deodorant is to use.
There's
are
like
all natural
There's like
ones.
Dr. Squatch, I think is a brand.
Never heard
Like
of
there's like they do soaps. I think it's Dr. Squatch. It's something Sasquatch or Doctor something related, but it's like
I
a
was going to
dude.
make a joke about that, and then he just completely ruined it for me.
Damn it.
Bummer.
It's fine. Just
It's
go on.
fine.
It's fine.
You ruined my humor.
It's fine.
But yeah, there's several like natural soap / deodorant companies out there right now because you know how much like holistic health is right now. So
Well, it's because we're finding out a lot of the issues that the older generations didn't know about.
lead paint.
Like I was just saying, you talked about lead. I talked about phthalates and causing higher estrogen in men and lower testosterone in men, and then higher testosterone in women, lower estrogen in women, and which I thought could have potentially been causing a lot of the gender misidentification recently. Is a lot of like the children born of these phthalicides.
Yeah.
So yeah, lead paint, phthalicides, aluminum that I didn't even know about.
Yeah.
Like I'll do research into that now is aluminum, and yeah, things of that nature, plastics.
And that's the other thing about aluminum. It doesn't just stop with that deodorant because like aluminum cans. Not only are you drinking aluminum from
It
aluminum
gets
can,
in there.
it's got a plastic lining that's inside the can. Like that thing is
doubling it.
so there's like
If you ever had a ramen
and
cup and you still microwave the ramen cup, you get the
times.
styrofoam in there.
Yeah, don't do that. You
I've
pour
done. I mean, I still do that, but
pour the boiling water into the cup, not put the cup into the microwave.
yeah. I mean, but if you put boiling water into a styrofoam cup, doesn't it still kind of dissolve a little bit?
It doesn't. It's not going to dissolve. It's because it's not just. There's other things happening when you're microwaving the cup as well.
It's in a micro. It's
Yeah.
making microwaves.
Go in through
Yeah,
the
microwaves themselves are not good.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but like, yeah, just pour it. I mean, it's still not the. I mean, you're also the sodium intake from that alone is also
Yeah,
something.
that's
A
why
whole
I-
other story to
That's
talk
why
about.
I have a lot of ramen in my house, and I refuse to eat it just
quarter
because
pack.
like
Use a quarter pack.
I don't
No
even-
water and a quarter pack.
I didn't realize that my soy sauce. I don't use soy sauce. I've had the same bottle that like the inside cap isn't even taken off.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize it was 42% of your daily.
All that is sodium.
it's just
All
sodium.
it is.
And then the
all it
marinade
is.
I like to use on my steaks, like that's all sodium.
Yeah,
My
that's
Allegro is
flavored.
all sodium.
Salt is flavor, Dan.
Salt, yeah. So I'm trying.
It is
I'm trying.
delicious.
Yeah, Allegro is like teriyaki Allegro is. Oh my god! I soak that stuff
I
for
love
like a day or
teriyaki
two.
flavor. It's so good.
It is, but teriyaki is naturally more salt than
Yeah.
other flavors.
That's why it's good.
That's, I mean, that is why
That's
that's
where the delicious
why everyone loves
comes in.
beef jerky. Like that stuff's just all sodium.
Teriyaki jerky.
Asian cuisine's great.
Teriyaki
Yes, it
jerky.
is.
It's just got a lot of
It's
salt.
not good for you, but it's
I mean, it really.
delicious.
But look at like the longevity of like Chinese people and Japanese
know.
people. But it's because they live on like they don't eat a lot of red meat. It consists of mainly rice and fish,
Right.
and like
I'm
vegetables.
eating. I have the 10-pound bag of rice, and I'm eating a lot more rice now.
Rice
a lot
is
more
good.
rice, a lot more apples and bananas and fruits and vegetables and carrots
rice
and
will fill
spinach.
you up more too. So like
That's-
you
that's my
actually
goal.
eat less
Yeah.
because you get full quicker.
Yeah, because eating for me is a hassle. Like anything that stops me from wanting to do things is a hassle. Like I don't like to
But
sleep,
eating is doing something.
but it's
not something like,
it's not something I want to do though. Like I just don't want to do it. I don't want to eat.
I look at eating is another senseless chore
have
that this
to do
meat
it.
prison has to suffer through
Yeah.
for me to continue existing.
The same thing. That's how I feel about sleep too. Well,
There
like,
are
sleep
times
is
where
another-
like I look forward to going and having a meal at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like I plan this out,
Yeah.
but generally like day to day eating for me is such a chore. I'm just like I don't and it's just something to
In
do.
all honesty, that's why sometimes I don't eat. Like,
Yeah.
Like I didn't eat breakfast because I didn't want to make breakfast, and I didn't want to go through all that to make breakfast and eat it. Like I just skipped it.
yeah, I
I
just
actually spent that time putting all this stuff in here.
I just don't get like the food that I really want. I know I can't have. So everything else, like it's not that I don't like the other stuff. It's just that like if I never had to eat, and there was just like if I could take one pill a day, it was just like that one pill. It gives you everything you need, and you don't need to eat. I would be like, yeah, I would love
Sign
to
me
take
up.
that one pill. And a lot of people are like, oh, like because a lot of people love
Isn't there a
food.
movie that goes into that?
Soylent
you're-
Green.
Soylent Green's a different. Soylent Green's about.
It's kind of
Soylent Green is about like mankind leaving Earth and they live on the main thing that they live.
Like a
it's kind
pa-
of
like
a
a
weird turn of
nutrient
this.
paste?
Yeah, it's like black and
No,
white.
I mean
weird.
like there's a movie.
You're
where,
thinking
like,
about Limitless, and Limitless is like giving the dude super Adderall, and it makes him super smart, and then he's got to keep taking it, but then he figures out a way to. It's a really cool movie.
No, what I'm saying is there's a movie that like they literally just there's like a cube they just pop in their mouth and they're done. Like they got everything they need for that meal.
I mean, that's
just a whole meal.
That's completely
It's probably a sci-fi trope that's been played out a lot.
You been sleeping, man?
Didn't sleep the last 2 nights really.
I can see that.
I'm tired.
Yeah, it's literally visible.
Dark circles underneath your
Yeah, I've been looking at that the entire show. I'm like, this guy has not slept in.
Tried like 5 hours last night, 3-4 hours last night, 4 or 5 hours last night.
I slept like 10.
Yeah, I was just saying, I slept like 9. It's only because I literally I ran out of things to do at night, and I didn't want to.
Dude, Friday morning I woke up at 9:45. That's like the latest I've ever slept in.
I worked a lot on Friday. Friday was a long day for me.
It was a
I was going to go into I actually had an interesting week, and I was going to go into my week, and then we went off on a tangent.
We literally asked you how your week was.
I know, but then it got interrupted by something. I don't remember what it got interrupted by. We went off on a tangent. I don't know what about it anymore. I'll tell you guys later. It was a funny week. My buddy's kid got in a car crash.
That's hilarious.
There's a whole backstory that makes it really funny. I don't feel like talking about it right now. So I'll just leave you with that detail.
So stay tuned for Thursday for Off the Rails. Thanks for listening. Make sure you subscribe on everything. And toodaloo.
Doodles.
Bye.
I'm the seed sucker.